Matthew Pritchard, 30th of the 3rd, 73.
When did you first come here? What were your first impressions of it?
When did I first come here? I mean, I can't even remember my name half the time. So, I remember coming here years ago with my mate Chris Pullman, and there was a skate comp in the bus station. So we came down for that. I think that was one of the first times I actually came here, and that was packed. There was a lot of people there, and I think it was literally just the bus station, the blocks, and a few quarter pipes, I think it was. And I remember, I think that was most probably one of my first photos in a skate mag. I think I had, that's it, because me and Chris Pullman came down in his van, and the two of us had bicked our heads, so the two of us were both completely bald. And yeah, I think they were taking the piss out of us a little bit. And I think that's why we had a photo in the mag. You know, we made friends here, and we just kept coming back. And especially when I joined Panic and Blueprint, we used to come here because Sally was here, and it was pretty quiet back then, and we could do a load of filming on a Sunday. So that's why we just kept coming back. And you know, I came over from Cardiff just to catch a train, or one of my friends were driving, and we just ended up just going around and skating around Milton Keynes, really. But the only person, to me, in Milton Keynes who stood out really was Rob Shelley. I think it was Rob Shelley and a few of his mates, and the skate spots were just, there was loads of blocks everywhere, and blocks and stairs, really. When did I first skate the beige? The beige is actually where we're at now, and we came here, and there's a set of stairs, but there's a set of stairs in the background. We had fun skating that, and then I remember coming to these set of stairs here, and they had these skate stoppers on them, and I just thought, that looks quite interesting. And then, I don't know, I just had one of those days where I was having a good day, and I ollied the gap, and then I think my second trick, and I did a backside flip. When I did the backside flip, I couldn't believe it, because I wasn't really that good at a backside flip. And I don't even know to this day why I even thought about doing a backside flip. It just came into my head, and I remember riding away. I had a pair of Salmon Agars on as well, remember that? And I was proper buzzing. I just went into the distance. Obviously I kept it quiet in my head, but I was just like, I just rolled away from a backside flip. So I think after landing that, I had that confidence in my head. And then I did a half nab, which is a switch frontside 180 back in the day, and a switch frontside flip, and I almost did a switch heel flip as well. I remember catching it and then just sort of landed on the last bobble and then hanging up. But yeah, that's what I did. I couldn't do that now, mind. I mean, I just had looking at it earlier for an ollie, and I was just like, whew. And I think this is about 20 years ago, was it? 25 years ago.
What's the day?
Skate stoppers in general, especially like this one here, it just turns the skate spot into an even better, challenging skate spot. So sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. The Trust House Forte double set. Now, that's quite interesting, because I think we left here and we were walking past the double set, and I remember Dan McGee saying to me, "Oh, Pritchard, basically, you need to get yourself down there." And I was just like, I looked at it, I thought, no chances. You know, I looked at it and I just thought, that's a long way, and I just didn't even think about it. And we come back the following weekend, because we used to come here every weekend and have a skate and stuff. And we walked past the Trust House Forte steps, and nobody said anything. And in my head, for some reason, I don't know why, I just thought, I think I might just give it a go. And I said I might try it. And Wig was with us at the time as well. And I kept going back and forth, looking at it and just thinking, I could do this. But the run-up's really sketchy. It's got like, Milton Keynes are made up of like little paving slabs, and there were like little bumps, so the board kept jumping. And to try and ollie such a distance, you need to get pretty good speed. So anyway, we're back and forth, and I ollied, and I managed to clear the steps, and that's when in my head I knew, right, this is possible. And I killed myself so many times. I mean, I landed and just went bang, bang. I was wrecking the side of my hip. And I remember just saying to myself, I thought, well, if I don't do it this time, that's it, I'm giving up. And then that was the time I actually, that was the time I rode away. It was, I was stoked. I think if you see the footage, Lindsay was filming at the time, which was lucky. You just see me going off, like screaming and shouting. And the reason I was screaming and shouting is because I was just, basically, I knew I could do it. And after trying it so many times and just almost killing myself, I was stoked. I think with most things in life, if you know somebody's done it, then you know it's possible. But I think it's when you're the first person to do something, you're not really sure of it. And like I said, the run up was shit, and it's quite a long distance, and it's quite high as well. So yeah, good day in the office. What's skateboarding given me? I think that's a good question, that is, because I think I thank skateboarding for everything I've got today. It shaped the person who I am, because before skateboarding I was a little bit lost, I suppose. A young teenager, didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I found skateboarding, made a lot of good friends, and and if it wasn't for skateboarding, I wouldn't have worked in the industry for Globe Skateboard Shoes. I wouldn't have had a TV show called Dirty Sanchez, and so it's thanks to skateboarding that it got me to, sitting here and what I'm doing today, doing Dirty Sanchez, Dirty V, and many other things. I mean, when you're younger, you try and find yourself, and with anything in my life, I've sort of tried to push myself. And with skateboarding, it gave me that platform to be able to push myself as far as I could possibly go. And I think this is the perfect example. It was 3 set of stairs, and then it was a big gap. But in my head, I looked at it differently. Skateboarding taught me to not just settle with the easy things, just keep pushing and going for bigger stuff, I suppose. Skateboarding and the people I met and the friends I made through skateboarding was amazing, and it really, like I said earlier, it really did shape the person that I am, and I'm very grateful.